All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go then. It is time for our first qualifying weekend with Barry Huckleheim in the Benetton. We have all the 1986 teams modded in, and we're going to see him on track for some competitive action for the first time here in Australia. It's qualifying up first, of course. Honestly, I probably won't really change up the engine or anything like that just yet. We'll probably give it a couple weekends, then we'll start switching up a little bit, so we'll leave it as is for now. For those of you guys wondering how the R&D looks for the 1986 grid, this is how it's shaping up heading into the first weekend of the season. So, as you can see, McLaren do have the best team right now. We've got Williams in second, Lotus in third, Ferrari in fourth. Not really a huge amount in it between that top four, though. There's a bit of a gap between where Williams and Lotus are, but overall, it's still kind of close, all things considered. However, from Ferrari down, there is quite a big gap from the top four to the rest of the group. We've got Ligier, who are the fifth best team, Benetton in sixth, but we are basically neck and neck with Ligier. Brabham, Terrell, and Lola are basically all with us as well, aren't they? The R&D is super close there. And, of course, we've got Arrows, who are a little bit further down. They replaced Sauber in this career as well. So, yeah, it's very, very close, this mid-pack. So I feel like we can get any kind of results here, really, to in this midfield area. It might be like a P15 one day. The next day, it might be like a P7 or a P8 or something. So who knows? Anything can happen, really. But, yeah. Right, let's get the AI to 110. That should be good. The audio should be set as well. Beautiful. All right. I think we're good to go, chat. I think we are good to go. What about Vectus? This mod looks sick. It is super sick. Super, super sick. We will be getting a mod on Monday next week where we'll get name changes to the drivers. So at the moment, we still have, you know, Verstappen, Piastri, Norris, Russell, all that sort of the current drivers. But next Monday, we should be getting a name change mod where, although the face scans will stay the same, we will get the 1986 names for the drivers in the career. So that should make it even more immersive, even more fun. So, yeah, looking forward to that. How long did you use this Berry as your persona? I think we first used Berry in, like, F121, maybe? F122, that sort of area. So, a good few years now. A good few years. All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the first qualifying session with Barry Huckleheim and Benetton. Where will we qualify in the first weekend of this season? Let's find out, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for Q1 here in Australia. Can't remember how I came up with it. It was a variety of things, to be honest with you. It was random mostly, but I wanted it to still feel motorsporty. And I feel like the name Huckleheim feels motorsporty. Because it sounds like Hockenheim, you know, I've had a few Heims in the past as well, so I just feel like it sounded like a very F1 kind of name. But it was unique as well. If you ever need a fake ID, live in Austria and change your name to Barry, exactly. That's what I'm getting it all ready for. Liquidy and Tara, thank you for watching Twitch, guys. Appreciate you as well. Welcome in. All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Q1 officially underway here in Melbourne. So, I don't really know how our pace is going to be in qualifying right now. It looked pretty good in practice, but now we're actually in the session. I have no idea how it's truly going to go. So, let's... 2.9 laps should be good. Let's go out early. Actually, no. Let's give it a little bit of time, actually. I want to see a few drivers put some times down. And then we get an idea of where we need to be. What up, Wally? Hell yeah, Dewey. Nothing beats the RP days. Lotus mentioned, what the fuck's going on? What the fuck's going bankrupt? Yeah, we've got Lotus here. We'll have Senna here soon as well. What's my thoughts on Norris being world champ? I'm happy for him. Obviously, I'd rather it was Verstappen, being a Verstappen fan, but no, Norris drove a great season, did what you had to do, and got it done. All right, let's wait for this little group of cars to go by, and then we'll head out on track. Once Hulkenberg's into the last couple corners, which he is now, we'll head out on track. All right, let's do this.
Okay, engines fired up, we're set.
Max copied Vince with Franz Herman. Actually... No, Max did copy me. Yeah, you're right. Gotta feel sorry for Oscar. Yeah. I mean, like I say, I have no idea what happened to Piastri in the second half of the season, but it was pretty bad, wasn't it? Pretty damn bad. You mean the car drove a great season? Yeah, and who was in the car? I always get a little bit tired of hearing this whole car thing, I can't lie. Verstappen had the best car when he was winning. Hamilton had the best car when he was winning. Vettel had the best car when he was winning. A good driver needs a great car. That's F1. It always has been. However, an average driver wouldn't be able to win championships in a good car. You know? You put Mazepin, Latifi in that McLaren, they're not going to win the championship, are they? It does get a little bit tiring hearing that all the time.
We've been pushed down to P17.
Where can I find the engine sound mod? It's part of the season mods. It's all integrated. Max 24 had no good car. Okay, but it was a good car, though. Wasn't the best car. McLaren had the best car at the end of the 24 season. But in the first half of that season, or not the first half, actually, I'd say like first third of that season, Max did have the better car, and that first third was very important to him winning the championship. It's not a concession. There's no conspiracy. Green the first sector, no purple just yet. Let's see how middle sector is. Nice, there we go. I didn't see what the P1 lap time was, but we have got purple in the middle sector. Let's try and get a good final set down here as well. Kind of difficult to set breaking point a little bit, really, with the shadows over that left-hand side. Through the final couple corners we go. Can we get the grip through the final corner as we power down all the way to the line? How's it going to be as we finish up our first lap of qualifying? It's a 16.8, and it puts us P2 right ahead of a Williams, to be fair. And the Williams obviously a very good car in this career. So P2, I think, is actually very impressive. We're behind Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari. There are still a few other drivers doing laps right now, as we'll see. But P2 this early is a good sign, I think, chat. A very good sign. Let's head back to the garage. What's the tyre wear? 6% on the rear left. That rear left is the main issue, really, isn't it?
One lap of fuel left now. The tank's pretty much empty.
That rear left is the main issue. Max really made McLaren had to work for it. Well deserved for Lando. Absolutely. I mean, Max did an unbelievable job. That's why I think Max is driver of the season. Given where he was at in the first half of the season, the comeback to bring it down to just 2 points at the end is unbelievable. While having the second best car for the most part as well, Verstappen did insane. I'm pretty sure, I think he got a podium in every single race in the second half of the season, at very least, with a good few wins in there as well. So, yeah, Max really found his consistency. Red Bull did improve the car a bit more as well. And, yeah, it'd been a great fairy tale story for him to win his fifth, but there's a lot of cars around me right now. So back into the garage. McLaren messed up massively and gave Max a fighting chance. For real. Genuinely. The logo's bugged again. What? Where? Did you hear about Marco signing done on his own? I did. I did hear that. And apparently Red Bull had to fork out a lot of money to bail him out the contract. Yeah, Helmut Marco, honestly. It was a ticking time bomb, really, wasn't it? That's a different engine, it is indeed. The F1 logo on the top left. I didn't see it. Right, how are we looking then after our first runs? We are 5 tenths faster than Carlos Sainz, our teammate, right now. Charles Leclerc on top by 2.5 tenths to ourselves. We've got Antonelli in third, Tsunoda and Ocon in the top 5. There's actually a few poor laps out there. Norris did a bad lap there in P15 too. Is it noob? Is anyone else out on a lap, or is everyone done now? I think everyone's done. Even Verstappen in P19 there. I think we're going to see a lot of improvements this second half of Q1, aren't we? But I think we're good there. I think a 16.8 for Q1 is a pretty solid effort, so... Our final sector is we're a bit weaker right now. We're 5 tenths down on Charles Leclerc in that final sector, but, yeah. Okay, yeah, I think we're good. I was in TikTok chat, but what I was saying is if driver of the season isn't Max, it should be George. To be fair, I don't actually disagree with that too much, really. I think Russell's had a very solid season as well. I think it was technically in the fight up until... Was it Vegas? Or maybe Brazil? I can't remember. But he was actually technically still mathematically in contention until the last few races, wasn't he? So... Was it Vegas, was it? Yeah. But yeah, Russell's had a great season. Very, very good season. I think if Mercedes could put that car into title contending positions, I think Russell might win the championship. But it's a big if. It's a big if. Mercedes needs to get the regulations right, first of all. But, yeah. Hadjar, best rookie? I agree. I think Hadjar's been the best rookie. Honestly, I think most rookies have actually been really good. I think Hadjar's been great. Behrman's been great in the second half of the season in particular. Bortoletto overall has been pretty decent. Antonelli, of course, has been great too for Mercedes. I think pretty much all the rookies have done quite well in their own respects. I actually thought Russ was going to beat Max the drivers before Spain, then Max decided to lock in. Yeah. Well, to be fair, Red Bull did improve the car a bit more as well, so... Okay, let's skip on the time. Let's see who's going up for a lap, and then we will finish up Q1. I think we're good for P2, for Q2 at least, so... Oh, we've got a few drivers going for a second lap here. Hadjar, Alonso, and Colapinto. See what these guys do. Hadjar went P10. Alonso P14. And where did Colapinto go? P19. Verstappen is last right now. Jesus Christ. Verstappen is currently rock bottom in Q1. Oh, buddy. All right, let's finish up Q1, shall we? Let's see how it all finishes up. Everyone's going to do one last lap, but I'm fairly confident we are through to Q2. All right, let's have a look then. So, Charles Leclerc, ladies and gentlemen, does finish up on top by 2.5 tenths to ourselves. We actually managed to maintain that P2 in the end. Piastri in P3, Antonelli P4, Tsunoda, Ocon, Hamilton, Sainz, Verstappen, and Hulkenberg all in that top 10. Only for P9 for Verstappen after his first lap. He's got a bit of work to do in Q2 and Q3 for makes it there. Norris, Russell, Stroll, Behrman, and Hadjar are all through as well. Leaving us in Q1 will be Pierre Gasly. Fernando Alonso is knocked out in Q1. That's a surprise exit in the opening session. Bortoletto, Lawson, and Colapinto are also knocked out in Q1 as well and will take no further part in qualifying here in Australia. But P2 and P8 for the Benetton boys. That is not bad at all, is it? Hopefully we can continue this for Q2, but let's continue on. Let's crack on with Q2. If Alonso had a good car, do you reckon he would win a championship these days? Oof. I mean, back in 2023, when Aston Martin had a very strong car for the first half of the season, he was doing very well, wasn't he? He was bagging plenty of podiums in that Aston. It's tough to say. It is. You think Alonso can win it with a championship caliber car, you reckon? It's so tough to say. It's so tough. I think if he was the only driver with a championship caliber car, then yeah, I think he would do it. However, if we saw another driver with a similar championship caliber car, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I feel like we could say that about a lot of drivers though, really, couldn't we? There is a lot of drivers who I think could win a championship at some point on the grids. Let's jump onto an old sub tire for our first lap. Yeah, that should be good. We are doing a new career mode, yeah.
Okay, guys, everyone be aware the car's ready to go.
I'm gonna say George will win next year. Was consistently top 4, only other driver that could battle the McLarens and Max. Yeah, no, that's valid. If Mercedes can't provide him the car, I think he would definitely be up there. Hundo. Hulkenberg? No, I don't think Hulkenberg. I don't get why everyone hates Norris. I don't particularly hate him or anything like that. I'm not really like, I don't like him. But I don't hate him. I think there's a lot of things that Norris has said and done where I'm like, bit weird, you know? Like, I didn't like the fact he constantly pulled this whole underdog gimmick. The things he said about some of the greats in Hamilton and stuff in the past were a bit weird. I know he obviously came out the other day and said, you know, he does kind of regret saying those things and stuff, but again, like, it does kind of make you question his mentality a little bit at times, you know? I think he's a good driver. I think he's a very decent driver. But, yeah. I didn't like the whole underdog gimmick that... To be fair, not even just him, actually. Zach Brown did it a few times as well. They just played this underdog gimmick where you're just like, why can't you just admit you have the best car, you know? Why are you constantly trying to downplay yourselves? All right, first lap. Let's lock in, chat. I'm glad everyone's on the same wavelength about Zach Brown. I don't like Zach Brown either. Is this the champion hotline? Like, bruh.
We've been pushed down.
You are such a cornball, Zach. I've used up way too much pressure this lap, haven't I? Purple in the first two sectors. Has anyone done a lap yet? I think they have. How's that down to the line? We'll keep our foot to the floor. We will cross the line with a 16.8. I mean, apparently we went purple in the first two sectors. I don't know if that's particularly true, but yeah, Verstappen, that Williams has picked up a bit of pace now. He's P3, Piastri P2. I think it was Sonoda in the other Williams who is P1 right now. But yeah, that lap was a little bit slower than our first one, I think. But obviously on a fresh tire, we should find a bit more time. This tire is set 12% on that rear left. This rear left's going to be a problem today, chat. This rear left's going to be a big problem. Yeah, the downshift sounds amazing in this car, doesn't it? I love like that sort of backfiring sound. It sounds awesome. Couldn't get a good radio with Lando because of Zach, bro, honestly. When I heard that, I just wanted to curl up into a ball. Oh, man. It was tough to listen to. Why can't I have these engines instead of the current ones? To be fair, these engines that we have now were horrendous when it came to fuel consumption. They were so bad. They were not very economically friendly in the slightest. They drank fuel for fun. But they sounded amazing. The engines we have now are shy? Oh, absolutely. Oh, don't get me wrong. I would any day take these engines over the current ones. But, yeah, that's kind of why they tried to evolve away from it. And honestly, you know, it's going to keep going that way as well because they still have this whole net zero plan by 2030, don't they? So, yeah. Is it a mod to have the auto engines in the current game? Yes. What engine is that? It's the V6s from 1986. I believe they were 1.5 liter engines. So, nowhere near as powerful as the current ones, but my god, they sounded good. Google says that guy Vince is the birth father of Barry. Need I say much more? Alterial, Morn, Theo, Missboard, George, Quayo, Harry, thank you for watching Twitch, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Hope you guys are all doing good. Appreciate the follows. if they're getting synthetic fuels, it might come back. I mean, yeah, possibly. There are other motorsports out there that are trying that. I know World Endurance Championship are trying to do more biofuel type stuff in the future, so I can see F1 leaning that way. Wow, we actually did get purple in the first 2 sectors. Damn. Look at that, chat. Sector 1, 26.6, fast in the first sector. Sector 2, 17.2, fast in the middle sector. Unfortunately, our final sector was tragic. Our final sector was terrible. We were nearly 6/10 slower than Charles Leclerc in the final sector. So, although we're quite quick in the first 2 sectors, lots of time to find that final one. And hopefully, on a fresh tire, we'll be able to do just that. What's our gaps right now? To be fair, we've got 5.5 tenths on Hulkenberg in the arrows in P11. Chat, do we do another lap or no? Why don't you play in cockpit cam? I prefer TV pods. Should we do another lap or no? No, you don't think so? Yes? No? You think we're good? Five and a half cents is a pretty good gap, isn't it? Who we got down here? Who realistically would go ahead of us? Sonoda, probably. In fact, definitely. If it doesn't, that's pretty embarrassing. Yes, for funsies. You just want to hear the engine again, don't you? You just want to use the excuse to hear the engine again. Hadjar? No, I don't think Hadjar will. I think Sonoda will. Antonelli and Norris will. I don't know about everyone else, though. Ego retire? I bet. Let's see who goes out on track first, actually. Let's see who goes out on track. If we see lots of drivers on track, maybe we'll do another one. Should start seeing him head out in a minute. Let's find out. Go out again. Am I seeing this right? The literary Huckleheim is back? Yes, sir. It's Huckle time, baby. I can hear Carlos's car being dropped down, so... Let's see. Who's heading up for a lap? Hadjar is unsurprisingly. So lots of cars going to the garage. Hulkenberg is out. Carlos out, of course. Stroll is out. Ocon and P9 is out. Is it only P9 downwards? No, Kimi's going out as well. In P8. I think that's it. Only P8 downwards going off for another lap. Okay, I think that's fine. So that means Norris behind us is staying in as well, so... Cool, all right. If Norris and P7 is staying in, then I think I'll stay in as well then. That's fine by me. All right, let's retire Q2. Let's see how the session finishes up, shall we? How does Q2 finish at the end here in Australia? So, we do get ourselves through to Q3. We stay in P6, in fact. And also our teammate Carlos Sainz in the other Benetton is also through to Q3 as well. So, 16.8 was definitely enough to get us through to Q3. Charles Leclerc on top so far in that Ferrari. Russell in second. Piastri third. Hamilton and Verstappen directly in front of us. Ourselves in P6. Norris, Antonelli, Ocon, and Carlos Sainz all through to the final qualifying session. Ocon's done a great lap in the Lola there to get through to Q3. That Lola should be nowhere near Q3, really. So he's done a very, very good job to get into the final session. Hulkenberg, Sonoda doesn't get through to Q3 either. So one, the Williams knocked out already. The Ligier Lance Stroll is out. Ollie Behrman in the other Lola is knocked out as well. And then, of course, Isaac Kadjar is knocked out in P15 as well. So that is Q2. At its conclusion, we finish P6 with Barry Huckleheim and Carlos Sainz in P10. On to Q3 we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we can do for this final session. Let's do this. I don't think we can push for a pole position, but we have got plenty of fresh soft tires available now. We have 3 fresh softs available. Holy moly. We will do 2 softs, I think. I saw a bit of cloud as well, right? Yeah, it's a bit cloudy out there, but it should be fine. I said we do 2 runs on a fresh tire then, chat. Try and maximize our Q3 potential here. Let's get straight on track.
Standing by.
That's what I mean, Speedy, yeah. That's what I mean. Like, just little things like that, I was just like, oh. It's just the outright refusal to accept they had the best car. Like, when we saw Verstappen, Hamilton, Vettel dominating, like, they all confessed they had the best car. And I think when you try and pull this sort of underdog gimmick, I think it's very, like, it's very insulting towards your team in a way. You know, and the engineers back at the headquarters have been putting in the hours and sleepless nights building a car where you can perform at the highest level. And I think to play this whole underdog gimmick where you claim you don't have the best car and stuff is just a bit shit to your own team, really, so... Yeah. Ross coming to 25 months as well. What we decided for your career? Well, as you can see, we are doing a very retro type career. We're doing a 1986 season mod. It has all the 1986 teams in the game as well. We will have the drivers very soon as well. We've got current drivers for now, but hopefully by the time we do the second career mode stream, we'll have all the 1986 drivers in the game as well, which would be awesome. Yeah, we are doing Benetton for the first season at least. Oh, no, 100% of Vectors. 100%. But it's the refusal to accept that they had the fastest car is the issue. That's what I mean about the whole underdog thing. And I just didn't like it. Didn't do the image of Norris good? No, it didn't. It didn't. All right, here we go. Start of Q3, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to use 2 fresh tires for this final session. So let's see what we can put down. Purple first at the moment. Purple middle. Final sets have been a bit weaker so far this weekend. Let's see if we can try and get a good one this time around. Pushing out the final corner. DRS to the line. Battery on overtake as well. As we cross the line, it's going to be a 16.3. We're faster than one of the Ferraris and Lewis Hamilton. That's a great first lap. And it does put us on top for the time being. But George Russell in the Lotus takes it away from us right after we complete our lap. We weren't there for long, but we're now down to P2. George Russell takes that top spot for now as Max Verstappen in the Williams does a 15.9 as well. Charles Leclerc goes second too, so that was quite a short-lived P1, wasn't it? But either way, I mean, Norris and Antonelli both underneath us right now. And the McLaren and Lotus is a very, very good sign. I don't know if there's anyone else yet to a lap, but I like where we are at the moment. P4 is not bad at all. Love the downshifts. Yeah, they sound awesome, don't they? The downshifts sound amazing. Does that mean Lando will become Prost? No. Prost was at Ferrari in 1986, so... It'll be one of Charles Leclerc or... one of Charles Leclerc or Hamilton will become Alan Prost. Lando is Prost. I thought it was a Ferrari in 1986. Carragher's been banned from Anfield and not allowed to commentate on Liverpool games anymore. Oh, boy. The circus keeps on circusing. Thoughts on Marco getting his contract terminated? Honestly, if you ask me, a long time coming. The man is a PR disaster. It seems like the Dunn situation has kind of helped it in a way, you know? Ferrari is Johansson and Alboreto. Bro, my timeline is so messed up, man, I swear. I thought Prost was at Ferrari in 1986. Okay, then yeah, I guess Lando will get replaced by Prost. In fact, here. If I pull up this image real quick, you guys can memorize it better than I can. So, in McLaren, we'll have Alan Prost and Keke Rosberg. You guys can see this, right? Yeah, they can. Prost and Keke Rosberg will be at McLaren in 1986. Nigel Mansell and Nelson Piquet at Williams. So obviously that's Verstappen and Tsunoda at Red Bull right now. Williams replaced them. Mansell and Piquet will become the drivers. Johnny Dumfries and Ayrton Senna at Lotus. Ferrari will have Stefan Johansson and Michele Alboreto in the game as well. Rene Arnoux and Jacques Lafitte. Is he like the OG Latifi? They're at Ligier. Martin Brundle and Philip Strife at Ligier. Theo Fabi and Gerard Berger at Benetton. Obviously, our teammate will be Gerard Berger. Alan Jones and Patrick Tambay at Lola. We've got Ricardo Patrese and Derek Warwick at Brabham. And then Christian Danner and Thierry Boutsen at Arrows. Lafitte? Is that how it's pronounced? Lafitte? Can we just call him Latifi? Pretty much Invictus, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no, like, actual name changer mod that comes with this mod. So I have someone working on it in the background who will hopefully get it done very soon, so. Brundle will be commentating pre-race center runs the track. Exactly, yeah. Unfortunately, Brundle's not actually in the game as a commentator, so. All right. How we're looking so far. So we have still got our purple middle sector. Our straight line speed looks very good so far, doesn't it? First sector, we dropped a little bit by about a 10th. Final sector was improved, but still quite low down, all things considered, really, isn't it? So, got to try and find some more time in that final sector, but it's going to be difficult. Even Carlos Sainz isn't doing great in that final sector, so bit of work to do there for both of us, really. But hopefully we can try and find a bit more in the first sector, at least. That'd be good. I mean, honestly, chat, being P4 at this stage is pretty nuts, isn't it? In a Benetton, being P4 is very, very decent. But we're only half a tenth up on Piastri and P5. I'd expect both the McLarens to improve their lap times here. I'm surprised they're quite far down at the moment, but yeah. All right, let's whack on a fresh set of softs. Make sure fuel is on minimum. And then let's get ready for our final lap. Let's see if we can lock in this second row. I very much doubt I'll be on the front row, but hopefully we can try and get onto the second row and stay there as well. That'd be great. What steering wheel you have now? I have the Mazda FSR. It's French, maybe? I don't know why, but it sounds kind of Quebecish. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but it seems like a kind of Quebec kind of name. Maybe that's because it sounds like Latifi. We're on 110 AI. 110. Right, we should start to the first cars heading out on track in a moment. We're actually first in the speed trap, I think I saw there, chat. Pretty sure I just saw our name, P1 in the speed trap. There we go. Everyone's heading out. All right. Let's do this. It is time, ladies and gentlemen, for our final lap of qualifying. Can we try and lock in this second row on our debut with Benetton? Let's find out. This should be a, hopefully a good lap. What's the target for the season? Probably try and finish maybe in the top 4 in the constructors. Championship-wise drivers, we'll try and go like top 6 maybe. I'm from Quebec, and I can ascertain that this is not a Quebec name. Okay, fairs. Maybe I was reaching then. This is a French name from France. Okay, good to know. Thank you for correcting me. With a great season, Red Bull sucks the outcome. Yeah, it would have been a great comeback story, but, you know. We did very well to recover the points deficit we already had, so let's hope that with Ford we can try and have another good season. All right, let's get his tires nice and warm. Curious why I use miles per hour, not miles per hour. I'm going to assume miles per hour versus kilometers an hour. I'm from England in the UK. We use miles per hour here. So miles per hour just makes more sense to me. Right on. Everyone is starting their final lap, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Can we try and put this on the second row? That's the target for today. We've got Piastri, Norris, and Hamilton all behind us, who'll be trying to find a plenty of time on their laps. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, round the final corner. Haul up on, and away we go. Let's do this. Come on. Oh, a bit of oversteer on the exit. Getting a bit of time, though. Oh, just ran a little bit wider than I'd like there, really. We're still 2/10 up, purple in the first sector. I do fear our middle sector might be a little bit weaker here. It was a PB, but not a fastest of the race. Or qualifying, sorry. We're down to P5. We're down into 5th spot at the moment. Can we try and find some time in this final sector? It was a little bit weaker there, wasn't it? Oh, it's not a huge improvement. Where's it going to be, ladies and gentlemen? To the line we go. It's a 10th. Where's it going to be? It's P4. We'll take that, ladies and gentlemen. We will start P4 here in Australia. We're on the second row for the Australian Grand Prix. We will take that any day of the week. I tell you what, chat. If we hadn't made so many mistakes in that final sector, we could have been P2 there, I'll be honest. Look how far away we are from George Russell and that Lotus. Less than a 10th separating second to fourth. I think we could have been on the front row. If we had found that little bit extra time in that final sector, we definitely could have been on the front row heading into the Grand Prix today. But P4 is not too shabby at all. Verstappen in the Williams will line up on pole position. He's 3/10 up on George Russell at the end of Q3. So a great lap from the Dutchman there. Leclerc will start P3 with ourselves in P4. Piastri and Norris in 5th and 6th. A bit of a disappointing qualifying for the McLarens, really, isn't it? In 5th and 6th spot there. Anthony and Hamilton in 7th and 8th. Ocon and Carlos Sainz, our teammate, will start in P10. He was 6/10 down on Ocon. I feel like he might not have done another lap at the end there, really. But, yeah, either way, P4 or P10, a very decent opening to the weekend for ourselves, our debut. Can we keep this form up heading into the Grand Prix? Let's find out, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for some racing action here in Australia. Are we doing the racetracks from 86? No, unfortunately not. Do I prefer my team or driver career? My team. With the helmet out, does that mean Max can opt out of his contract early? I have no idea, to be honest. I have no idea. I'd assume there's probably, like, sort of plenty of clauses for that sort of situation, but yeah, I don't know. With Ford, is it going to be really good or really shit, you reckon? I don't disagree, to be fair. I unfortunately do feel the latter, though. I'm kind of nervous about Ford coming in, but yeah, we'll see. Stipend and David, thank you for some Twitch, guys. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Hope you guys are having a good one. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. That is qualifying over and done with here in Australia. And now it is time to look ahead to the Grand Prix. We have 58 laps of racing action to come here in Australia. It's going to be a tough race today, but we had a mega qualifying there. Lining up in P4 is a very solid effort, but hopefully we can try and continue this form and get ourselves a good result heading into the Grand Prix as well. Obviously, no points on the board just yet. It's only the first round of the weekend, so no points on the board for team or driver. It is going to be a dry race. No rain is expected for the weekend. A little bit of cloud cover for the most part, but the precipitation's always 8% and under, so I'm not really too concerned about any weather coming in. So hopefully we can have a good race here in Australia and, yeah, get ourselves a good position. I think I might leave it at 110. I don't know. That final is set to be a little bit sketchy, isn't it? No Huckleheim. Huckleheim is still here. Don't worry. But not today. When we need Huckleheim, no. The final sector is where the AI is typically a bit OP, but everywhere else they're okay, so let's go 109. Hopefully that just knocks off a little bit of their pace in the final sector and won't make it too difficult. In the straights and stuff, I think first sector and middle sector will be perfectly fine. The final sector is where there's going to be the problems, really. They get so much grip at that final corner, it's ridiculous. So hopefully on 109, it just knocks off a little bit of their traction. What's the name of your steering wheel? The Mazda FSR. All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the Australian Grand Prix. We line up in P4 here in Melbourne Park. It's going to be a very good race, hopefully. And, yeah, starting P4, who knows what can happen. Hopefully, we could try and finish up here as well. That'd be great. But we know this car is not obviously in a fantastic spot. It's okay. We are the 6th best team on the grid behind Ligier, Ferrari, Lotus, Williams, McLaren. But, yeah, qualifying P4 is very good. But, yeah, I'm sure the race pace might not be quite as strong as that quali pace, but we'll find out over the 58 laps. While the race loads up, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go and take a quick sort of break. If you guys should grab a drink or a snack, now is your chance to do so. And then we'll return in a few moments' time, ready for 58 laps of racing action with not Broad GP, and then he said Broad GP, with Barry Huckleheim in a Benetton here in Australia.
The winter is over. It's time for Formula One 2025. Yes, that long break that you've all been coping with so well can now be put to the back of your minds. It's on-track action and it's off-track drama. That's what we're looking forward to. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 14 corners and 3.28 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles per hour. The close proximity of the barriers make accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. What a qualifying yesterday for George Russell. He'll start today's race from pole position. And it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Wang, Piastri, Lando Norris and Antonelli, Hamilton, Ocon, Sainz and Nico Hülkenberg, Verstappen, Tsunoda, Lance Stroll and Behrman, Hadjar, Gasly, Fernando Alonso and Gabriel Bortoleto. Lawson and Franco Colapinto rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me, bringing glamour and expertise to our commentary today, Naomi Schiff. As much as I like testing, and I do love testing, and I've really enjoyed the build-up here and all the speculation, I really want to see some action. And finally today, we get some proper action on the track.
This is always such an exciting
Why has
time of the season.
Verstappen
First of all, it's the first time
got a
they'll be
penalty
racing in new
on the
cars.
first
So that's always
race
an
of
exciting
the
thing for drivers
season?
to look
What do
forward
you
to.
mean?
But also, they've had a long time off during the winter break, so it's about dusting the cobwebs off, getting the rust off of their bones, and really getting their elbows out there and having some fun.
Verstappen on the first race this season has taken a penalty.
Okay,
Bruh.
here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Bruh. Verstappen is down to P11 already. Good lord. Oh, man. All right, let's have a look at some strategy, shall we, chat? Let's have a look. I don't think we're going to do the 3-stop. That's safe to say. I mean, that hard medium doesn't look too bad, really, does it? What's everyone starting on? There is a lot of hard tires around us here. Leclerc, Piastri, Norris, Antonelli on hard tires. Russell's on mediums. Hamilton's on mediums. Ocon, Sainz on hards. You like all the retro liveries? They look so good, don't they? I mean, honestly, I'm kind of glad we picked a harder allocation, really. Does seem like the tire might be a little bit sketchy. Medium hard, how do you reckon? You think we should start mediums? Not much in it, really, is there? I'm just going to up the fuel a tiny bit. It puts on 59.1, but just going to go a tiny bit high just to be safe. Do a retro 4-star from refuel? I wish you could mod refueling into the game. That'd be sick. That'd be awesome. Tommy and a funky thing for on Twitch, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in. What do you reckon, chat? Start on mediums or start on hards? I don't think we're going to use the soft tires today. Unless there's like some sort of very late safety car or something. I very much doubt we're going to see soft tires here in Australia. So it's basically we start on mediums or start on hards. We could even maybe do hards in the middle still if you really want to. If we really want to. What up, Milk? Medium start, medium, hards, medium. Start hards, medium. There isn't really a lot in it, to be fair. It's more just safety car timing, I guess, more than anything. Why not soft? The soft will die off way too quickly here. This track isn't a very soft tire-friendly track. We saw that in quali. We did 2 laps on the soft tire, and the rear left was at 12%. So, yeah, we're not going to get a lot of laps out of them. Dimitri follows us everywhere, Paul. Wherever we go, Dimitri's there. Milk, thank you for on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it, what it is. All right, you guys think mediums. Let's go with the mediums then for the start. 18 laps the mediums, 20 each on the hard tires. We may adjust it a little bit. Obviously, we might get safety cars and stuff like that as well, which might spice up a little bit too. But, yeah, I guess we'll start on hards. What track's the Netherlands track? Zandvoort, if that's what you're asking. Hard start, extend this in. I don't know. There is a lot of people starting on hard tires, so... There is one driver on soft tires. Lance Stroll and Ligier is on the soft tires. Everyone else is medium or hards, though. Can you have a webcam on console? I don't know. I don't play console, so I have no idea. And both drive crew have done, there's been a red flag on the first race. Really interesting. I mean, I wouldn't mind a red flag to spice up a little bit in this one, but yeah, we'll see. We don't usually get... We barely get safety cars in our careers, let alone red flags, so... right. What should we do for our prediction, ladies and gentlemen? What should we run for our prediction here in Australia? We start P3. I think it's going to be very difficult to finish in the top 3, though. Both the McLarens behind us are probably going to be quicker than us on race pace. I'd imagine Kimi and the Lotus will be quicker. Hamilton should be quicker as well. Ugh. Should we maybe go... Top 5? Top 6? Top 4, you reckon? I think top 4 is going to be quite hard. I think top 6 should be good. Like I said, we've got both the Williams in 11th and 12th as well. Verstappen should be very quick in that Williams too. So, yeah, let's go top 6. There's a lot of very fast cars behind us. So, will we score on top 6? I think that should be our prediction. I mean, I'd love a podium, but he's done, I think, unfortunately.
Call 23 says evening.
Espero, I think, on Twitch for me. Appreciate it.
Huckleheim in career mode again.
It is Huckle time. Who are Lola? You don't know who Lola is? Bro, Lola were around for a while. In motorsports, not even just F1. They were around in motorsports for a while. Yeah, let's go top 6. Will we score on top 6 in the first race of the season? We shouldn't set the expectation too high. You know, I'm sure as we progress through the career, or through the race, we'll probably find that we are going to be a bit slower. So, I think top 6. Will we score on top 6 here in Australia? That should be good. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I think it's time to get ourselves ready and underway for some racing action here in Australia. We start in P3, which was wildly unexpected after qualifying. The Benetton is about 6th, I think, on the R&D, but somehow we put it P3 in qualifying. We were actually in P4, but Verstappen has taken a penalty on the opening race of the season for whatever reason. And yeah, he starts P11, and we start in P3 because of his penalties. So can't complain too much, but yeah, P3 is where we start, and this is the strategy we are looking at for today's Grand Prix as well. We're going to start on the medium tires for 18 laps, and then we're going to head over to the hards, 20 each on the hard tires as well. We may adjust it a little bit as we go. Obviously, the rear left tire wear is going to be the main concern here in Australia as well. But for now, the medium hard is the strategy we are looking at for today's Grand Prix. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the first race with Barry Huckleheim. It's the first race with the 1986 season mod, and hopefully it will be a banging race to kickstart the career as well as we look ahead for the rest of this season. Today's prediction, ladies and gentlemen, will be, will we finish in the top 6 here in Australia? It was a bit of an anomaly that we finished in the top 3 in qualifying, but will we finish in the top 6 in the Grand Prix? Make sure to get predictions up in the chat in a moment's time. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for 58 laps of racing action here in Melbourne Park. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the season opener, the career opener here in Australia. We're putting a big twist to the career this time. As you can see, we've got a plenty of much older liveries on the cars right now. We are doing a 1986 throwback season mod, and hopefully it'll bring us some great racing action as well. We're in the Benetton, of course, for our first season. It's our debut Benetton as well. But let's see where we'll finish up after 58 laps. We qualified P3, 5 red lights. Lights out, away we go for the season opener. George Russell off the line terribly as we head towards turn 1. In towards the opener corner we go. We split the two apart and we lead. Oh my goodness. We lead the opening race of the season. George Russell bogged down big time. Charles Leclerc didn't really get the grip either off the line. And we lead on the opening lap of the season. I was not expecting to say that at this point. Not expecting that at all. But long way still to go, of course, to be leading this race. But yeah, that is a fantastic start to the season. George Russell, 8 tenths behind at the moment. Obviously, the final sector is where we've got to be a bit more cautious, really. That's where everyone will be a bit quicker than us. But for now, we lead the Australian Grand Prix. Crazy. Crazy, crazy stuff. And we got the perfect launch ready as well, didn't we? We're still breaking open that gap a little bit further as well. Every time this stream comes across my FYP, is always yelling. You can block me. Or you can show you're not interested in the stream. You're clearly not my target audience. Bro, even this final sector, I'm pulling away a little bit. I think Russell's struggling, chat. Has he got a problem? Gained a little bit back in that final couple corners, but 1.2 already. Bro, this is the perfect start.
1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Charles Leclerc's got past Russell as well. I think Russell's struggling. I think Buddy will be too hard. I mean, come on. No one would have thought we'd be winning this race right now. It's a long way to go, but we are literally leading the race. Long way to go. It's just the average Russell start. Oh, I don't think that's particularly fair. Russell's actually had a pretty solid season.
Spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button.
Purple in the first sector as well. I only just realized the Marlboro sponsors on the barriers. Yeah, you'll see them on some of them, not all of them. But there are plenty of barriers out there. We will see some sponsors from the 1986 season. Lots of different ones out there as well. Can you please talk less? No. Unfortunately, I'm a streamer. That's kind of why I do. I talk. If you don't like that, this stream ain't for you. 1.9 to Russell. We're still opening up that gap. We are still opening up that gap. Is the AI okay? I have no idea. I think Russell has an issue, but he's just kind of like backing the pack up a little bit. We're on the max AI, but I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. I mean, there is a bit of a gap breaking amongst the top 6 there, I think. Weird. Very, very weird. I mean, the thing is as well, although, yeah, we do have a 2-second gap right now, this car is obviously much worse in other aspects rather than just performance. Things like tire wear is going to be a bit higher in this car right now, so maybe as the race progresses, we might start struggling a bit more. I mean, especially with the other guys on the hard tires. Maybe once these medium tires start dropping off and the hard tires get better, that's when we might see a bit more of a deficit, but either way, right now, we're still in pretty good control, aren't we? Charles Leclerc getting past George Russell P2 there as well. But let's keep pushing. Although maybe not too hard, though, because we need to look after the tires a bit. Don't want these tires burning out too quickly. 1.8 to Charles Leclerc at the moment. There's no way we win the opening race this season, right? In a Benetton. We're in a Benetton BMW. There's no way we win the opening race this season, right? No way. Well, the team logos, not the real ones, just Leclerc. I would advise you go and have a look at the 1986 logos. Open that gap a little bit in the first sector there. Oh, get a bit of understeer in that. Right-hander there. Those downshifts are screaming. It sounds so good, doesn't it? Honestly, that might be the best part about the engine audio. Is the damn downshifts. They sound amazing. So, so good. We're on the max AI. We're on 110. Ooh, we've understood that second part of the chicane there too. Charles Leclerc did maintain P2 that time around as well. We've got 2 green sectors here as well. We're looking after the battery really well too. Don't want to delete the battery too much. We'll use it as when we need to. But battery conservation right now will be very useful. Very, very useful. Ooh, a little bit of sliding there going on. On to lap 5 we go, ladies and gentlemen. Long way still to go in this race. Russell has dropped off even more. I'm convinced Russell has a problem in that Lotus. He's fighting with Piastri for P3 right now. I think Russell's got an issue. Let's keep it on that gap to Charles Leclerc now in the Ferrari. He should be quite quick. %, that rear left. I think in practice we got it to 13% on the rear left tire, so we have been a bit more cautious with it so far in this Grand Prix, but not a huge difference in it. Barely anything. What type of engine is this? This is an old V6 engine. I believe it's a 1.5 litre turbocharge V6. I'm starting in F1. What's the right way to use ERS? Use it only in straights. In the corners, set the deploy to none or medium at most. There's no point using battery in the corners, so as you'll see through here, I have the ERS set quite low. And then when I get to the straights, I'll start using it a little bit more, putting into hot lap or overtake even. Like now, for example. So just got to be a bit conservative with it. Don't want to drain it all too quickly. Two seconds of Charles Leclerc. I think Leclerc caught a little bit that lap, didn't he? Driving behind.
Leclerc behind. Time last lap, 1 minute 21.9. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 5 laps old. Okay, we think they've got at least 3 more stops.
3? Charles Leclerc's 3 stopping? Good lords. Yeah, Russell is down to P4 now as well. He's struggling with mediums. Ferrari strats? Yeah, even in 1986, the Ferrari strategies were terrible. Even back in 1986, they had terrible race strategies. Come on. We're still looking pretty good on fuel as well, which is nice. We've been very much in control so far in the opening 6 laps. Might be getting a new PB here as well. As long as we get a good final sector. Back and getting a little bit slidey as we try and wrap it in for the final corner. And down to land we go. Is the mod free? Yes. The mod is completely free of charge. There it is, new PB, 21.7. All you gotta do is create an account on overtake.gg, which is also free to do. And then you can download any mod you want. .4 to Charles Leclerc. I think we might have opened up that gap a little bit on that lap that time around. Oh my days. Driving behind. What's his lap times?
Behind you. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 6 laps old. Okay, we think they've got at least 3 more stops. And the time last lap, 1:22.0.
22.0 for Charles Leclerc. Yeah, he was about 2.5 tenths slower than us that lap. Very good. Don't mind that at all. This final set, though, as well, will probably catch a little bit more, though. Oh, nearly ran a bit wide. Yo, Andy, thank you much for the raid, my dude. I appreciate that. Welcome on from Andy's stream. Hoping a good one. You guys have joined us on the opening race of the season with a 1986 season mods. We brought back all the old teams from 1986, including Benetton, which we're driving as right now. All the old liveries as well. Hopefully it'll be a great career modes. 22.2 that time. That was a little bit slower. We better go stream Andy. Welcome from Andy's stream. I bought F125 in Steam and it's $85 total. Is it not still on discount right now, or is it off discount? That's a little bit wide there. Dazza and Dude, thank you for some Twitch, guys. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Hope you guys are doing good. Appreciate the follows. I feel like these tires are starting to wear out a little bit, chat. 20% that rear left now. I'm starting to feel a little bit of sliding. Especially into these right-hand corners. Let's have a look at the tire temps as well, shall we? Tiny bit deep there. Oh, man. Tire temps are 100 on the rear left. Honestly, everything else is okay. Just that rear left's a little bit high. Yeah, dead Koi dead. What lap are you pitting? We are pitting on lap 20. No. 18. Lap 18. But honestly, if the tires don't get much worse, I don't mind extending it a little further. But obviously we have to be mindful that the hard tire is slowly going to start becoming the better tire from this stage onwards, so we've got to be super careful. Super careful. 22% that rear left. Yeah, tire temps are stable. I'm happy with the tire temps. Might have to start using up a bit more battery soon as well, just to keep that gap at a good level. Which team are you on F1? We are Benetton. We are racing the Benetton. Oh my days. Yeah, these red tires not feeling too good now, chat.
Overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Can definitely feel in that final sector, starting to slide around a little bit. Charlotte Leclerc, I think, is definitely starting to put some time on us now. That was a 22.3. Driving behind.
Leclerc behind. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Their tyres are 9 laps old. Okay, we think they've got at least 3 more stops. Time last lap, 1 minute 22.5.
3 more stops for Charles? Oh, we already knew that, didn't we?
We've got some clear
Oh, hello.
track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go.
You guys can't see that on the Twitch, but we have an objective to achieve a lap time of a 24.8. If I move myself down here, you can see it. 24.8 is a target lap time. We should easily do that, actually, because our last lap time was 22.3. So, good to know the objectives are still very easy. That should be a very comfortable lap time to do there, I think. Twin in reverse. Probably good, to be honest. Yeah, it's 2.5 seconds slower that lap, so... Where's the Braun GP career? Finished. Over. Done. We completed it. Now we moved on to a new career. Like we said we would. Moving the camel doing 200 is crazy work. What can I say? I'm multi-talented. No ERS. Probably would be doable, to be fair. There we go.
Great
Easy
stuff,
enough.
mate. You hit the target
22.1.
well. Nice one. It's a long way to go in this race, though, so keep your head down.
Did I miss something? Who's Huckleheim? Huckleheim? It's Huckleheim. If you don't know who Barry Huckleheim is, Google him. What F1 team does support? Aston Martin. 2.3 still to Charlotte Leclerc. Everything's looking very dandy right now, chat. We're in a really nice position. Russell and Piastri keep battling for P3 too, so that helps out even more in creating that gap and just giving us a bit of breathing room. I think Charlotte Leclerc is definitely gonna be faster at some stage, though. We're still holding that gap at the moment, but just notice, please capitalize your surname. Yeah, I know. I don't know how, honestly, I missed it at the start when I was setting him up, but we can fix it after the race. Don't worry. Oh my goodness, there it is. I mean, that's only on 29% tire wear and it's doing things like that, so that doesn't fill me with confidence. Not in the slightest. We are approaching Huckle time, chat. We are approaching Huckle time. I have to lift a little bit for that right hander. It's getting a little bit slidey. Yeah, I think lap 18 should be fine, but we've got to be super cautious on these rear tires. Super cautious.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now.
Story behind supporting Aston, or just random choice? I've always been like a very big Aston Martin boy. Growing up watching every kind of motorsport, I always loved Aston Martin. Going to 24-hour Le Mans and stuff like that every single year. That I still do. I always back the Astons, so now they're in F1. Only right to back them here as well, right? Oh my days. Yeah, these rears are feeling a little bit sketchy. Very, very sketchy. 22.2. Lap times are still okay right now, but I'm really not happy about these rear tires. Just got to try and power through at the moment, though. 32% that rear left now. Oh, boy. Not pretty, is it? After 13 laps. I mean, George Russell isn't even in the top 5 anymore. Russell has completely plummeted. Unless he pit, maybe, but... yeah, Russell has very much dropped off from the top. Rough man on the gearbox. Gearbox doing fine. Everything's good. 1.5 to Charles Leclerc. That's the only thing that's not good right now is that gap starting to come down a little bit. Are you fucking with me? There's no Huckleheim? There is. Look harder. You start a new career already? GG play for the story is nice. Yeah, we just started this one today. The Brawn GP1 concluded on Saturday. Saturday. And now we start a brand new one. Unfortunately, it will be nearly a week until the next career mode stream. I know, I'm the worst. I'm a terrible human being. The next career mode stream will be on Monday next week, because on Thursday this week, I fly out to Canada. So it will take me a couple of days to get set up and ready to go when I'm in Canada, so... I'll be live on Sunday, but that'll be for the community races, but the next career mode stream will be on Monday. All that is coming up is Error 404 or Huckleheim. Must be doing a typo. What's your pit rejoin? Pit rejoin right now is P10. Yo, Charles Leclerc is catching, chat. 1.4. That hard tire is a better tire now, isn't it? That hard tire is becoming the better tire. I have a question. Your car is good or just you? The car is the 6th best on the grid. And we're winning with it right now, so... The only thing is, obviously, we're on the medium tires. Charles Leclerc's on the hards. He's slowly starting to bring that gap down while we fill the tire wear, but... yeah, 1.2 the gap now. You can see him, chat. He's right behind us. We've got 3 more laps to pit, but I think Charles Leclerc might snatch P1 from us soon. Is this a new season? It's a new career modes. Not just a new season. Props made from Portugal. Appreciate that, man. Hello, back from the UK. Maybe go at 16 or 17, you reckon? We could. We could go a little earlier. We have got 2 hard tires, don't forget. Has Russell pit? I honestly don't know. I'm not too sure what's happened to Russell. I can't find out right now, unfortunately, so... Why am I going to Canada? Me and my girlfriend do long distance, so I'm going over there for Christmas. We're in middle sector somehow. There's no Huckleheim. Google is eating them. Well, I guess it'll remain a mystery then, huh? Bruh. That final corner feels horrible right now. Do we win the championship? We did indeed, yep.
Pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
Yeah, we won the Drivers' Championship by 6 points, I think it was, in the end. 1.7 still the gap. Yeah, but really good in the first and middle sectors. That final sector, we're a bit slower right now. Is your missus from Canada? She is, yep. She's maple syrup through and through. One of the front cars just pitted, Williams and Red Bull. You can just say Williams, it's fine. I'll understand. Whereabouts they come out? Actually, I think both the Williams are pit. Both the Williams of Verstappen and Senna are both pit, I believe. How long have we been together? In January, it will be 3 years. January 3rd is our anniversary day, I guess you could say. Ask her that, she won't remember. You will fuck with me, a fixture driver? Maybe. Lodge said 3 years, couple to marry. Well. Oh, Charlotte Leclerc's in! Charlotte Leclerc's in, chat! Do we react? Next lap, you reckon? Stay out one more? I don't know what Tari's going for, but Leclerc is in for his first stop. First of 3, don't forget. I'm not too sure what tire will be. Most likely a hard again. Unless he's got 2 mediums. I married my wife after 1 year of being together. Time to get her a ring. Yeah, not in the near future. There's no plan right now. Maybe let's move in together first before we think about that sort of thing. Long distance is a very different type of situation, really. Very early for Charles to pit. It would have been if it was on a 2-stop or a 1-stop, but he's on a 3-stop, so I guess it kind of adds up. And the final corner we go. What's this lap going to be? Will I move to Canada? Those are very much private discussions, I would say. I will say we are exploring all options, is what I'd say. Lafius, Manuel, Treed, and Gonzalez. Thank you for following us on Twitch, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Hope you guys doing good. All right, chat. Lap 18. You guys reckon it's time? You guys reckon? Oh my goodness, it's time.
Carlos is in for his stop now.
Yep. All right, let's do it. Box this lap. Box. Our teammates in as well.
Stay out on track. Stay out.
Nuh-uh. Open it up. Open up, Mark. Open up.
Okay, pit in this lap. And remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach.
Box. Box this lap.
Do that again. We're having trouble receiving you.
Mark. Box this lap.
Confirmed. We'll receive you.
There we go, finally.
This lap.
All right, we might... Oh, my God. We might come up behind Charles Leclerc here, chat. Oh, my days. These rears are twitchy right now, man. Very, very twitchy. All right, in we go. Lap 18. We're in for our first stop of the Grand Prix. Let's get these hard tires bolted on. Let's go, boys. 2.4. Nice. Okay.
Go.
I like what you're about. Piastri and Norris both stayed out.
Okay, stay clear of the white line.
Where is Charles Leclerc? Oh, there he is right there.
If you cross onto the track.
Through to where we go. Charles Leclerc tries to get past us. We block him through. We hold ahead of Charles Leclerc, but he is within DRS range now. We're going to be super careful on these hard tires. We are just ahead of Charles Leclerc, but these hard tires are going to be freezing cold right now. Got to be super careful.
More. It's time to utilize some of this energy. Come on.
Verstappen's on softs. Yeah, he has 3.8 the gap. I don't think he got DRS until I did wait. Uh-oh. Here comes Charles Leclerc. Can we hold him off? Had to use a bit of battery there. Charles Leclerc getting closer. Too far back. Good defending. Just did enough there. Still a little bit too far back for DRS. On Kimi Antonelli, though. Here comes Charles Leclerc again. Is he close enough? No, he's not. And now we should be able to use DRS on Kimi Antonelli to help us on our way. But I don't know if we can shake off Charles Leclerc here. That's the issue. He is on another hard tire, though. Has Dimitri joined you? We'll find out soon, I guess, won't we? We will find out. Leclerc trying to get a bit closer.
Starting to drop back from the car in front by about 2 seconds a lap now. Get your head down.
His tire's slowly warming up. Can we get past Kimmy here? Let's go for it.
You're losing 2 seconds.
Kimmy goes
to lap.
defensive.
Car behind, 2 seconds.
To the outside we go. Around the outside we go. Kimmy Antonelli at turn 3. And that was a simple enough move with through on the young Italian. And into P3 we go once more. I wonder if the two McLarens might be one-stopping.
Okay, gap to the car in front. 10.
I wonder.
Seconds.
They're both in DRS range each other, but... What team are we? We are Benetton. We are racing with Benetton for the season. Driver in front.
Lando ahead. Okay, gap ahead. 10.3 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Their tyres are 19 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. And
No, they are
time
2 stopping.
last lap, 1:22.4.
They are 2 stopping, so it shouldn't be too long until we see them pass into the pits. As I say that, Lando Norris is the first of Tim McLaren's into the pits. Out the final corner we go. 1.3 to Anselli, who has now pit as well. 1.5 then is the gap to Charles Leclerc. That was about the gap, to be fair, that we had before the pit stop. So
Looking good.
we did very well to get back to that gap. Let's see what happens from here. Purple lap that time as well. Yeah, so Benetton basically replaces Williams, but Williams aren't gone because Williams replaced Red Bull. It's a bit of a full circle sort of thing here, but Williams are still in the game, but they're basically a better car. And Verstappen and Tsunoda are in the Williams then, technically. Verstappen's in a Williams? Yep. Verstappen is in a Williams. We're closing that gap to Piastri really well as well. 8.8 the gap at the moment. I would like to try and harvest some more battery here if we can. We're down to 38, so... Kind of hilarious that Ferrari replaced itself. Same as McLaren, really. McLaren also replaced themselves too. Dimitri replaced by Demetrius, because he's the old version. I like where your head's at. Piastri didn't box. Why did Piastri not box there? Driver in front.
McLaren driver ahead. Time last lap, 1:22.9. Okay, Piastri just ahead. Push hard, push hard.
I'm pushing.
To the car in front, 8.2 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. They've done 21 laps on
One
those
stop.
tyres. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops
No,
remaining.
he's 2 stopping as well.
2 stops remaining. Right, you're closing in by around 1.4 seconds a lap.
Typical McLaren favouring Lando, am I right, chat? Typical McLaren favouring Lando. Shocking. Truly, truly shocking. Purple middle centre again. That's Prost. It will be soon. It will be soon. We're still opening that gap to Charles Leclerc, aren't we? Who was Prost's teammate again? It was Keke Rosberg, right? Imagine they didn't have to switch positions in Monza.
Fastest lap of the race so far.
Yeah, there's a lot of if, buts, and maybes in the sport, isn't there, for this season? KK, yeah, I thought so. Maybe Lando Norris will be KK then, we'll see. Depends if he wins another championship or not. 1.9 to Charles Leclerc again. The gap to Verstappen is opening up right now. I think that soft tyre of his is starting to wear down quite a bit. There's a lot of weird strategies out there right now, isn't there? Our tyre wear's looking pretty good, though. 7 and 4% after just a few laps. Well, after 5 laps, actually. That's pretty good, actually. Hard tyres hanging on nicely. How many years have you done this career? This is a new career. We just started this career today. So if you guys are joining us right now, you are witnessing the beginning of the journey. You can say you were here from the start if you keep watching, so... And that would be a crazy big flex. Oscar Piastri is finally in as well on lap 23. And we will take back the lead over the Grand Prix then. Barry Huckleheim on his debut for Benetton leads the way here in Australia. Where's that teammate? Teammate status.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 48.7 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 20th place. And the time last lap, 1:23.0. Okay, mate, Leclerc is behind you. We want to keep them behind, please. This is super critical for our strategy.
Yeah, I'm working on it, Mark. Did I just hear that right? Did he just say that Carlos Sainz is last? What do you mean he's last? He qualified P9. Bruh. Outrageous, man. Outrageous. Outrageous. Might have just boxed. I don't recall seeing teammate boxing, but maybe. I mean, if he's boxed twice already, that's a bit concerning, no? Maybe he got front wing damage at some point? Something like that? You're two-stopping, right? Yep. Yeah, we're two-stopping. Still 2 seconds of Charlotte Leclerc. He's doing pretty well to hold that gap, but to be fair, Roy's doing a pretty good job at making sure it doesn't get too low, so... No, the AI is on 110. Wait. Or 9. I think we might have lowered it by 1 for the race, didn't we? I mean, honestly, we could have kept it 110, but to be fair, I don't think it made a massive difference. Yeah, I think we're at 109. But like I say, even if it's 100, then I still think we'd be controlling this race, so... Is this an IndyCar engine? I do hear the comparison, to be fair. But no, it's not. Bit of a lock up on the front left there, but should be good. We're using a modded V6 engine. 20.9, new fast lap of the race. There we go. Verstappen's in again. I don't know. I feel like the AI have got slower in Australia. Previously, when I raced the AI here, they were always quite difficult. But for some reason, it feels easier this year in Australia. I don't know if it's just a one-off thing or something, but the AI feels super easy at the moment. How can I not lock up as much without ABS? Learn how to trail brake. It's a very important technique. Tires look like white walls? What makes you say that? Just been able to get my difficulty to 90. Nice, nice. Let's keep going, dudes. Love to see it. Keep pushing. Just performance change the mod or just visuals? It's just a visual. There's nothing like in terms of core value that changes. The only thing that changes are purely visual. So the cosmetic changes like the livery changes, the race suits, helmets, eventually the names as well, the sponsor boards, all that sort of stuff. AI always really weak at the start of the season. They were super slow in Bahrain in previous games. I don't know, when I did previous career modes in Australia, at least, I mean, even the Brawn GP career mode we just finished, I always found the AI quite competitive in Australia, but this time around, not so much, which is really weird. I ain't gonna complain, you know. We get to kickstart the season with a great win if we hold on to this, but there's a long way to go still. Let's not get too complacent. Who knows? Maybe in the final stint, Charles Leclerc might suddenly just turn the engine up. They probably didn't even have engine settings back in the 86, but... Piru, thank you for on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it, dudes. Welcome in as well. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are new here, you're enjoying the stream, enjoying the race, make sure to hit that follow button. This is going to be a long career mode, this one. This is only race number 1 of season 1 with this new driver career. Plenty of seasons, plenty of races to power through. You guys can be with us every step of the way. The next one will, of course, be in... Wait, what's round 2? China, right? China's round 2, isn't it? Back in those days, turning the engine up means DNF. To be fair, just turning the engine off often meant DNF. Saudi, no? I don't think so. I think Saudi's round 3 or 4, maybe. I think it's China's race number 2. The 1986 Chinese GP, yeah, exactly. No more V8 sounds? Yeah, but come on, how good do these V6s sound, though? How good do these V6s sound? China's next? Yeah, I thought so. China should be interesting. China, Japan, Bahrain, then Saudi. There you go. That's a good few difficult tracks coming up there, isn't there? China and Bahrain should be quite tough. Said no one ever. How good does this V6 sound? Well, I mean, back in the day, they probably said it. In the modern day, less so. With the F1 cars. How's tyre we're looking? 10 laps in on these tyres. 16% rear left. Not bad, is it? Not bad at all. We are looking pretty good right now, chat. We're just maintaining that gap to Charles Leclerc. Still just over 2 seconds. We're doing a solid job right now. Let's keep at it. Do Vegas at Caesar's Palace. It's not a bad shout. Is there a live tomorrow? Most likely not, no, because I need to pack ready when I leave on Thursday. Next time I'll be live will most likely be on Sunday, but the next Christmas should be on Monday. If I can find time tomorrow, maybe I'll go live, but it might not be too long of a stream if I do that. Maybe we'll just do like an IRL season review if I go live tomorrow or something like that. Been wanting to do that for a little bit, so... Oh boy. Just come on camera, Norb. Anders, thank you for on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it, dudes. Welcome in. Rank the Vince MCR drivers. Noob goes into F tier. Saying I have to pay for overtake.gg. You don't have to pay. All the mods are free. All you gotta do is make an account. There is like a premium thing, but all it does is get rid of the ads. You don't have to pay a single penny if you don't want to. Back to Canada? Yes, sir. Jamie with the game controller on TikTok. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that, dudes. Appreciate the gifts. Which team is this one? This is Benetton. Is it a new season Sunday? New community race season, yep. It'll be season 2 of the Vince Fam community races. We're doing Australia on Sunday. 2.8 to Charles Leclerc, damn. Still opening up that gap, aren't we? Oh, hello. A1, mediums or hards next. We only have a hard tire left. I mean, we do have a soft tire, but I think the soft tire's gonna be fairly useless from here on out. Yeah. We have a soft or a hard. Is Charles still 3-stopping? Yeah, I believe so. He should have 2 more still to go. It's a weird strategy. I don't know why he's doing that. It might actually cost him position in the top 3. But maybe it'll be a lot quicker on fresher tires, so who knows. One stop, you reckon? I don't know if these tires could do another, what, 27 laps? I don't know. Why do I have a 2 in front of my name? It's your prediction. That's what you predicted on. When changing is this? This is the old V6s. From back in the 80s. Looks like Piastri and Norris are battling a little bit for P3. %, rear left. What's the lap times right now? 21.4. Still pretty solid, aren't they?
Target, mate. Nice work. Still a long way to go, though.
We are doing a pretty good job at hitting our targets right now, so I like what we're doing. I think Charles Leclerc will probably pit soon if he is going to do that 3-stop, though. So keep your eyes on him. He'll come up behind the pack, though, going through turn 1 and 2. Well, that's a lot of understeering. Turn 4 there. Idle losses a better position. Ooh. Couple of tricky corners there. What was the twist you were saying in regards to the new career? We are doing a 1986 season throwback mods. Although you do see the current real-life drivers at the moment, hopefully for the next stream, we'll have a mod where we can get a name rechanger, and we'll have the 1986 drivers in the game. They're both in McLaren.
Int underscore Robbie says 404 Huckleheim not found. Lol.
I think you mean Huckleheim. .8 up on fuel as well. Fuel has been pretty good so far as well, isn't it? Probably could have gone a little bit lower if we needed to, but overall, we're looking pretty solid out here. The downshifts sound beautiful. They really do, don't they? Honestly, my favorite part of the engine is how good the downshifts sound. I mean, in 1986, they were still using stick shift, weren't they? I don't think they got sequential by then, did they? So it actually might sound a little bit different using a sequential gearbox rather than a stick shift. What engine did you choose? It would be the Mercedes engine because Benetton replaced Williams in his career. We're not doing a My Team career. This is a driver career with modded teams. Oh my god. Red's getting a little bit light through that. Picky and Vlad, thank you for the Twitch, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Hope you guys doing good. Appreciate the follows. There we go. Charles Leclerc's in, chat. Charles Leclerc in for his second stop. When are we pitting again? Lap 38. We've got 4 more to go on these hard tyres. But as it stands, we now have a 10-second gap to the field. That puts it into perspective, doesn't it? Is there a way I can favorite a mod? You can probably just bookmark it somehow. I'm not too sure. Why 1986? Why not? Piastri does seem quite fast right now as well. I think he's on fresh and medium tire as well, isn't he? In which province are you going to Canada? I'll be in Ontario. Around the Toronto area.
Carlos is in the pits.
Carlos in again. Hopefully, it won't be P20 this time. I don't know what happened there, but... Are we going to lap our teammate? I think we are, actually, aren't we? Are the modern car liveries looking different? Yeah, we're using 1986 liveries. Wow, there we go, chat.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use.
We just lapped our teammate. We just lapped our teammate. Does her girlfriend like F1? She does. That's actually kind of how we met, to be fair. Was through our mutual interest of F1. I honestly think Carlos might be quicker right now simply because he's on a soft tire. I think I might be a good teammate here and just let him go. I need him to run away, though. I don't want him getting blue flags when he overtakes me, so if he goes for it, he better run. He better damn run. You going for it, Carlos? Are you gonna go for it? No? Out the chicane, maybe? Go, buddy, go, go, go! Get out of my hair! Go, go! I'm leading this damn race, Carlos. Don't slow me up. Get out of here. Give me a better DRS down towards someone, though. Bro, it's actually P20 again, chat. I can't. Oh, my God.
Okay, no issues with.
Well, I definitely won't get blue flags now, will it?
Keep taking care of them. We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
Oh, he's getting blue flags. Bro, please. Carlos, go, please. He's still getting blue flags. There we go, they're gone. Now he's pushing on. Did I just see Charles Leclerc at the first lap of the race, chat? Did Charles Leclerc just get a purple lap? He did. Did you see what it was? Bro, he's getting blue flags again. Carlos, buddy, come on. If he's not careful, he'll get a 10-second. I think he's going to. Final century should be stronger. 20.2 was it? What did we do for our last lap? 22.4? Oh, shit. Charlotte's 2.5 seconds a lap quicker right now. Okay, that gap should be good enough now, hopefully. 21.3 that time. That's about a second slower. To be fair, letting Carlos go on that lap pre-or was probably the reason why we lost a bit of time there. But we did get a bit of DRS this lap too, didn't we? So maybe it balances out. Is he on softs? Charles, I have no idea what tire he's on. I think it's behind Lewis Hamilton right now, so if he ever takes him, we'll find out. How many stops he made? Charles has made 2. However, chat, I believe we are due to stop next lap. Lap 38 will be in for our final stop. Do we want to extend a little bit? Or are we happy to box 38? What do you guys want? You guys are strategists here. What do you guys want? I think you're saying we're P1, noob. Driver in front.
You're in first position.
Yeah.
Front of the pack.
Go lap 38, box. Extend. Lap 40, stay out. I think I'm seeing a few more boxes at the moment. Box 38, yeah. All right, you guys are happy to box? Cool. 21.6 that time.
Push hard on the in lap.
Here we go again then, this time in. How many gifted to Bennett? 10. George Russell's in. Didn't say anything about me flashbacking, just saying. He didn't say anything about me not flashbacking. You'll get it easy with Daytona Jam. As long as I do it. As long as I do it.
Don't forget, box this lap.
Redeem no flash red, drop 10 gifted. He's found the cheat in the system. He's found the loophole. Yeah, I think it's in late January, and I get home on the 21st, I think? 20th? So a bit tight. Oh, hello. Yeah, Charlotte Leclerc's on medium tire. He might be on softs for the final stint then. Actually, he has to be, doesn't he? Charlotte Leclerc's done 2 hards, 1 medium, so it has to be a soft tire for the final stint. So he'll be very quick at the end. Obviously, the timer might be a bit sketchy too, so... Nice. Yeah, I'll tell you what, chat. This team is kind of cooking. I'm glad you guys picked Benetton. These guys are cooking. We've got a solid car, a good pit crew. W choice picking Benetton, chat. W choice. Who's just behind me? Max Verstappen. In the Williams. My tires are a bit cold right now. He might pass me. Big understeers. Have to heave the car in at the moment. L strategy? Why is that?
Picking your moments to use ERS is important, so let's try and be as consistent as possible with it, please.
Use overtake for at least 1 second each lap. Done. I gotta do it for 7 laps though. Oh, Max had a little look, didn't he? Our straight line speed is really good. Really, really good. Maybe patch. I'm not too sure. It would make life a bit more useful, wouldn't it? Be able to change the colors. .4 behind Charles Leclerc. That's not too bad, is it? With him doing 1 more stop.
Push, push. Use your overtake button. Let's go.
Is Max going to pass me? No, he's not. Is this F2? No, mate, this is F4. We're in Saudi Arabia F4 cars right now. Oh, wait. Which car does Benetton replace? Williams.
We're starting to catch the car in front, but we need to
who
look
are
out
the
for
6th best team on the
tyres.
grids.
We won't be making another pit stop.
Although Williams isn't gone, though, because obviously they replaced Red Bull. You can see Verstappen's and then Williams behind us. We are starting to open up that gap a little bit against Verstappen now. Just got to be a little bit patient at the moment, just to wait until that 1 second is broken. Front wing's glitchy on Max. Yeah, I know. It's only a thing that happens to the Red Bull for some reason. It's really weird. All the other cars are perfectly fine. It's just the Red Bull I have the issue with. What assist do you use? None. Was it your idea to run this grid over the old cars? It was indeed. Yeah, I found out about this mod the day it came out. And I always had the idea of maybe doing it for this career mode. Never really, like, guaranteed it, but then I was like, why not? Bit of a twist. Norris's pit, cool stuff. P5. 13 seconds is good. I think that time against Charles Leclerc is kind of maintaining right now, isn't it? I've not really been able to break away from Verstappen since we came out of the pits either, so I think we have to do a bit of a push here just to try and open that gap against Max. Double green. Tried to convince us to add Cadillac, but you went on board with it. Yeah, well, you let me know where Cadillac are on the 1986 season grid then. I was wondering if you'd add Cadillac and Audi in our mods. That'd be very mainstream though, wouldn't it? I'd assume pretty much most career mode streamers probably do that. Oh, Verstappen's pit. There we go. That makes life a bit easier. Okay, we could just focus ahead then. Don't have to worry about what's behind us now. So Verstappen will probably come up behind
Great work.
Norris here, most likely.
Fastest lap of the race.
We get the fast lap there too. 3.7 to Leclerc. We are bringing that gap down slowly but surely. But don't forget, chat, Charles Leclerc is going to box again. For some reason. We are not copying Arava, no. I knew about this mod before Arava even made a video on it. Both GB and Kai doing Calette my teams to know exactly no idea. Exactly, that's what I meant. It's very, like, mainstream typical thing to do, so I was like, eh. I meant the Audi and Cadillac. Oh, I wouldn't really say it's copying anyone, really. I think most people just do that because it's more authentic. I wouldn't say it's copying as such. Okay, I've used up a lot of battery here. I need to recharge a little bit. The second we mentioned it on stream, he uploaded the video. It was very wild timing, wasn't it? I posted it in Discord pretty much the day the mod came out. And then I think it was the day after or something, right? I showed it on stream. At the same time I showed it on stream, Aaron put a video on it. So it was very, very crazy timing. Exactly, Noob. Fully agree.
No tyre concerns at the moment. Just focus on the driving.
A bit deep there, but should be good. Lost a little bit of time, Charles Leclerc. 3.4, 3.5 the gap. Had a good first touch there, Charles Leclerc. What are the teams on your grid? We have McLaren, Ferrari, Williams. We have Lotus, Benetton, Ligier. All the teams from the 1986 season. There are a few others that I, for some reason, can't remember now.
Okay, so
There's like Arrows and Lola as well.
3.4 seconds.
What strategy is Oscar on? I believe he's stopping once more. Not particularly sure when, but he is doing one more stop. Yeah, Tyrrell as well, yeah. Tyrrell are in the career. Brabham too, actually. Brabham are in the save as well. Oscar Piastri's in, there we go. He's bolting on the soft tyres for the last 15 laps. Ooh, I mean, they'll be quick for the first, what, 8 laps maybe? I think they're going to drop off quite a lot, though. 3.5 to Charles Leclerc. Come on, chat. Once he makes that final pit stop, we're in cruise control, but we will have to try and keep some decent pace because whatever tyre Charles Leclerc goes on to next, he will be quick. I think it will be the soft tyre. New career, same rival, literally. He likes the James Hunt series. When did he retire? That was back in the late 70s, early 80s. Oh, we've got a yellow flag. Our first yellow flag of the career. Someone's pulling over. I can't tell who it is right now, but someone is slowing down. I think it's one of the Tyrrells, actually, speaking of them. Who's it going to be? It's still yellow flags up there. No, I think it's a Tyrrell. Oh, no, maybe you're right, actually. Maybe it is a Lola. Yeah, it is. You're right. It is a Lola.
Yellow flag.
It's pronounced T-Row. T-Row?
Green flag.
No, sure, it's pronounced T-Row. Tyrrell? That doesn't even make any sense. I refuse to accept that. No, I'm on board with that. I don't accept that either. Tyrrell. I think I hate it. I mean, at the start of the stream, I was calling it Tyrell, so... Must be how it sounds with an accent, something like that. I called them Tyrell, then I changed it to Tyrell, and now apparently it's Tyrell. I don't know, I'm getting different... I get different things every single time. Different corrections. Zoe, Killer, and Jay, thank you for on Twitch, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Hope you guys doing good. It's like 12 without the W. 12? No, that's definitely not right. Can't be. It's more like Tyrol. I am literally getting different corrections left, right, and center. I don't think anyone at this point really knows how to pronounce it. Tyrol. Bruh. I'm Googling this shit after. I'm Googling it. It's Tyrol. I'm 100% old enough to know. Tyrol. According to VH Watch, it's Tyrol. Chat, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Okay, really good. You hit that target nicely. There's a long way to go in this race, so let's keep it clean.
Not toe, two. Tyrol. I don't know, man. Google says it's Tyrell. I don't think anyone knows at this point now. I'm absolutely convinced no one actually knows. Did this team even exist at this point? Is this team just a fallacy? Teammates in the pits again. Oh my days, man. What is the strategy that Carlos is on? Where's our teammate?
Carlos is in for his stop
In the
now.
pits. For some reason. It is Tyrell. Search the archives to pronounce it like that. I swear to God, every single time I pronounce something you guys are telling me, it's different. Every single time. Who just did that lap? That was a 19, I'm pretty sure.
We're catching the car ahead. Well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race.
Good Lord. Science to speed up 50 and stop. At this point, I don't even know what his strategy is. I think we might have hired the Ferrari strategy for him. I know it came from Ferrari, but like, damn. When is Charles doing this final stop, by the way?
It's TRL Honk always has been.
It's... Tyrell? I swear to God, if we go back to the way I was originally saying it, I'm going to flip my shit, chat. I swear to God, you got me messed up. If I end up going back to the way I originally pronounced it, I'm a flip. Oh, there we go. Charles Leclerc's in. Yep. 10 laps on soft tires. 15 seconds to catch. I don't think he's going to do it, surely, right? There's no way he gains 15 seconds in 10 laps. He will definitely get the 2 McLarens. I don't think he's going to gain 15 seconds on us though, is he? I don't think so. I mean, our tires are on 16% in the rear left, but they're still putting in some good times. We're just in a green sector 1, so... Keep an eye on that gap to Charles, chat. He will be our competitor for the win. But I don't see him getting that time in such few laps. Unless they mess up, you mess up badly, I think you'll be fine. We should be. We've been very good so far this race. Nice and consistent the entire Grand Prix, so...
Noobmaster 5000 says Tyrell is pronounced like this. Me again, mate. We've made some changes to the way the ERS system works.
They're going to be saying that again in 26, aren't they? They're going to say it again in the 26 DLC. I ain't ready. We've made some more changes to the way ERS works. Who's just behind me? Bearman, why are you so fast right now? Get out of here. When will the DLC drop? No idea. Hopefully around the same sort of time frame as the new season begins, but yeah, no info right now. It's looking good for Barry Huckleheim. I don't know. I don't like it as much. I don't think I like it as much. Sense can't be bad now? Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like the only downside to safety car is it brings back that gap it brings down the gap we've worked so hard for. But we could pit for a fresh soft tire already, couldn't we? I don't know what Lance is trying to do here. Do we have an old school safety car? No, unfortunately not. That'd be sick, though. 19-0 for Charles Leclerc. What did we do? 20.0. He only gained a second, chat. He only gained 1 second, and we had DRS, to be fair.
Let's use overtake and burn off some...
That downshifting is so good, isn't it? The downshifting is definitely the best part of the engine mods. By a million miles. It sounds amazing. Very good TSQ for illegal wings. It definitely feels illegal right now being P1 in a car that's 6th best on the R&D. It feels very illegal. A little bit to outside curve there. Come on, chat. 7 more laps to go. 7 more. Well, that dirty air was making the car very squirmy there. More DRS down towards turn 1. Colapinto will hopefully let us go. Okay. AI a bit weird at turn 1 for blue flags, aren't they? Colapinto not last, soak it in. Yeah, you know who is last? Our goddamn teammate. Thoughts on Helmut Marko leaving? Honestly, long overdue. Long overdue. I'm very keen to see who replaces him, though. Sebastian Vettel, please. Sebastian Vettel, please. Sebastian Vettel, please. I would love Vettel to replace Helmut Marko. That'd be perfect. Been here since practice 1. W-Mans. Norris passed, Charles Leclerc passed Lando Norris now as well. 10 seconds with 6 laps to go. Looking good, chap. Looking good. The rear tyres do not feel too pretty, though. Feel a little bit slidey. What's that lap time here? 20.6. Let's see what Lando Norris does. Sorry, Charles Leclerc. I don't know why I keep saying Lando. Let's see what Charles Leclerc does over the line. Driving behind.
Leclerc behind. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, they've got 4 laps on their tyres. Time last lap, 1 minute 19.4.
Oh, it was 1.2 seconds quicker. I don't think that's enough though, right? I think it is at this point 2 seconds a lap, doesn't it? I don't think it's going to catch. Is Piastri leaving McLaren to go to Merc, or is GB lying? GB lying? I'd never. If GB says it, I believe him. Jake coming in the 20-month resub as well. Thank you much, Jake, for the 20 months, my dude. I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, get a slow spin chat from Jake into Vince Fam for the 20. Appreciate my man. Hope you're doing good. Seems too easy for you. Don't say that. Don't jinx it. Let's not jinx it. The rear tires definitely don't feel too good, so I gotta be super careful. Honestly, I'm willing to lose a little bit of time if it means just making sure we don't spin up the rears too much and get ourselves into a spin. So 20.4 that time's not bad. Oh my days. It feels so twitchy. What's the best percentage race to do so I don't get bored? It depends how bad your attention span is. If you have a very bad attention span, then maybe like a 25% is good for you. If you have a good attention span, then you can go towards 50. Most people do 50 though, to be fair. If GB said Vince the worst driver in CS, would he be lying? Bro, GB could say that I was born on Mars and I'd believe him. What's my predictions for 2026? I am refraining from predictions right now. Nikita Mazepin joins back to Haas and wins the championship. I don't think Charles Leclerc gained anything on this lap. I don't think Leclerc gained anything. 20.3. That's still a decent lap for ourselves. Maybe again, like a few tenths. Driving behind.
Leclerc is behind you. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 6 laps old. And the time last lap, 1:19.8.
Yeah, it was 5 tenths faster. He's not getting enough, chat. It's looking good. It is looking good. He only gained a handful of tenths. Just keep it level and consistent. And we will find ourselves winning the opening race of the season in a Benetton, bro. 6th best car on the grids. And we're going to take the win in the first race of the season. Unbelievable. Been a very strong weekend. We kept it very clean and consistent as well. Let's just make sure we make no hiccups. Liverpool won a lot, by the way. Nice. What track is this? Australia? Yes, sir. Race number 2 will be in China. That'll be in the next Career Mode stream. Here we go over the line. 20.4 again. Our lap times are super consistent, chat. Really, really consistent. I'm pretty sure almost every lap has been the 20s. Come on. I think Leclerc only gained like a tenth or two that time around. I think his soft tyres are done. He might not even finish P2, chat. Lando Norris is still on his ass. Love the engine sound. Sounds good, doesn't it? Sounds very good. What number do you think Verstappen will go to? He said probably not 33. Either he'll go to number 3 or number 69. I hope it goes to 3. I think that'll look quite good on his car. I believe he needs to get permission from Danny Ricciardo and the FIA, though, right? To go to number 3. Because I believe that once the driver leaves that owns that number, so in this case, Ricciardo, once Ricciardo left, I believe there's like a 2-year wait until someone can excuse that number. Unless they can get permission from both the previous driver and the FIA. So Verstappen would need to get permission from Ricardo and then also make sure the FIA approve of it. Need DRS here on board Fletto. Maybe a little bit too far back. Did Schumacher win the championship in Benetton? He did. But a bit later in the in Benetton's life, though. This is a 1986 season mod, so Benetton weren't quite as good as they were when Schumacher won the championship with them. Here we go, chat. Next lap is the last one. This is going to be the perfect way to start off the new career modes and the new season. One more lap to go. Come on. Oh, boy. Yeah, the rear tire's definitely not feeling too good right now, but I assume Charles Leclerc probably isn't feeling much better either. Here we go, boys. Final lap here in Australia. We are going to mark off the start of the season in perfect fashion. We qualified P3. We took the lead very early on, and we've been very much in control ever since. I don't think that 3-stop for Charles Leclerc has worked out anywhere near as much as he wanted it to. We'll see if he holds off Lando Norris to get P2, but this is a perfect start to the new career. On our debut as well, by the way. On our damn debut with the 6th best car on the grid. What a drive this has been. The old model boards look so sick. They do, don't they? I think most tracks will have slightly different sponsor boards as well, but we'll verify that in the future races. But yeah, either way, it's really cool. Here we go. Last few corners, ladies and gentlemen. Through the final sector we go. We might get a new PB here, actually. Let's see if we get it. Through the final 2 corners we go here in Australia. And the 1986 season starts in perfect fashion for Barry Huckleheim and Benetton. We cross the checkered flag. Winners here in Australia, ladies and gentlemen. P1. Let's go. Love it to see it. That is how we want to start the new career mode. That is simply lovely. Of course, Alonso got driver of the day. The rookie. Oh, man.
Then, and a fantastic victory here at Albert Park.
Get into cockpit view? Nah.
Season, now that is important.
Debut win? Yes, sir.
Your competitors' head, and they now know that you are the one
Whew.
to beat.
The eternal rookie. No matter how old he is, he will always be a rookie, huh? Always. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Our first race of the career, our first race in the Benetton, and we will take the top step as we do the good old shuffle. I didn't hear the victory radio, by the way, chat. Did you guys hear the victory radio? I don't recall hearing the victory radio. No? Yeah, I don't think so either. Thank you, Rocky. Appreciate it, mate. Yo, Jamie with the super GG as well. Thank you, Jamie, for the gift there, dude. Appreciate it, man. Very kind of you. Oh, man. GG's, ladies and gentlemen. What an end to the Australian Grand Prix. We take our first ever win with Barry Huckleheim with the brand new career and the new mod, of course, as well. We started P3. We finished P1. Tell you what, Verstappen had a pretty good race as well, didn't he? He started P11, finished P3. If he qualified, well, if he stayed on pole position, I think he probably would have won that race. He was very quick for that entire GP. So, yeah, Charles Leclerc finishes P2, Verstappen in P3, Piastri, Russell, Hamilton, Anthony Tsunoda, Hulkenberg, and Alonso all in that top 10 as well. Where's Norris? Don't tell me Norris got hit by the bug. Nice. Very good. Lando Norris got hit by the bug. Very, very good. If we watch the replay, he'll just randomly DNF. For no reason. What bug? You'll see in a second. He's literally sitting P3, and then we'll just randomly DNF, basically. For literally no reason. God, look at that Marlboro livery, chat. That Marlboro livery looks so good. Oh my God. I mean, he just drove into the back of Charles Leclerc. Guess it's mod related? No, it's in the game generally. Yeah. For no reason, just DNFs. Look at his name in the top left corner. The moment we cross the line, DNFs. Even though, as you can see, he crossed the line behind Charles Leclerc. Happens to Australia only, I swear. I've seen it at other tracks as well, annoyingly. Not seen that bug before. I've heard it a good few times. Plankware? Yeah. We'll play off that he got DSQ'd, right, chat? He got DSQ'd for Plankware. But yeah, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We do finish up on top here in Australia for the opener here in Melbourne Park. So let's have a look at the championship standings then heading into the next round in China. So obviously the Drivers' Championship will be the exact same as the finishing order from the race there. So obviously we lead the championship to Charles Leclerc, Verstappen third, Piastri, Russell, Hamilton, Anthony Tsunoda, Hulkenberg, Alonso in that top 10. But let's have a look at the Constructors' Championship and see how that's shaping up heading into round number 2. So Ferrari do lead it by 1 point so far to ourselves in second, Williams in third, Lotus in fourth, McLaren fifth, Arrows in sixth right now. They're the worst team on the grid and currently sitting sixth in the Constructors' Championship. That's pretty impressive. Ligier in seventh at the moment, that 1 single point. Brabham, Lola, and forget it. In last place.